Yes, now we come to the human resources part, So I've told you all about the IT section, about the Silicon Valley and everything. So now we come to the human resources. You have to do the extensive reading. I'm giving you the basic explanation. Like I do it for 10. So now I'm doing it for 9 and 10 also. They have come to school and we are doing it and I'm taking care of them. So basically you have to follow the videos. Some of them which didn't follow the videos are facing problems. So what happens in the human resource? People are a nation's greatest resource. Nature's bounty only becomes significant when people find it useful. It is people with the demands and abilities that turn them into resources. Hence, human resource is the ultimate resource. Healthy, educated and motivated people develop resources as per their requirement. Human resource, like other resources, are not equally distributed in the world. They differ in their educational levels, age and sex. Their numbers and characteristics also keep changing. The way in which people are spread across the earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. More than 90% of the world's population lives in about 10% of the land surface. The distribution of population in the world is extremely uneven. Some areas are very crowded and some are sparsely populated. The crowded areas are South and Southeast Asia, Europe, Northern Eastern North America. Sparsely populated people living on high altitude areas, tropical deserts, high mountains, areas of equatorial forests. Basic facts. Many more people live north of the equator than the south of the equator. Almost 3/4 of the world's people live in two continents of Asia and Africa. 60% of the world's people stay in just 10 countries. All of them have more than 100 million people. Density of population. Density of population is the number of people living in a unit of area on the earth's surface. It's normally expressed as per square kilometer. The average density of population in the whole world is about 45 persons per square kilometer. That is 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. 45 persons live. South Central Asia has the highest density of population, followed by East and Southeast of Asia. Factors affecting distribution of population. Geographical factors, that's the topography. People always refer to live on plains rather than mountains. And plateaus because these are the areas suitable for farming, manufacturing and service activities. The Ganga plains are the most densely populated areas of the world, while mountains like the Andes and Alps and Himalayas are sparsely populated. People usually avoid, the climate plays a huge role, geographical factors, the topography. People usually avoid extreme climates that are very hot or very cold, like the Sahara Desert, polar regions of Russia, Canada and Antarctica. Soil. Fertile soil provides suitable land for agriculture. Fertile plains such as the Ganga, Brahmaputra in India, Wang He, Changjiang in China and the Nile in Egypt are densely populated. So that's what it's saying. If we go to human resources to 186, because I have to match it here. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so what happens is water. People prefer to live in the areas where fresh water is easily available. The river valleys of the world are densely populated, while deserts have spare population. Minerals areas where mineral deposits are more populated. Diamond mines in South Africa, discovery of oil in the Middle East leading to settling people in these areas. Then we have the social, cultural and economic factors. Social is area of better housing, education, health facilities are more densely populated areas, example Pune. Cultural, places with religious or agriculture or cultural significance attract people. Varanasi, Jerusalem, Vatican City are some examples. Economic, industries or industrial areas provide employment opportunities. Large number of people are attracted to these areas. Osaka in Japan, Mumbai in India are two densely populated areas. Economical, industries where people engage people. Population change. What is this? Population change refers to the change in the number of people during a specific time. The world population has not been stable. The population has increased manifold due to various reasons. The change in the birth rate and the death rate, Major reasons for the increase in the birth rate are as follows: better food supplies, better medical facilities. Increase of birth rate has increased. Births are usually measured using the birth rate, that is the number of live births per 1,000 people. Deaths are usually measured using the death rate, that is number of deaths per 1,000 people. Births and deaths are the natural causes of population change. The difference between the birth and the death rate of a country is called the natural growth rate. The population increase in the world is due to the rapid increase in natural, what do you say? Due to rapid increase in natural birth rate of growth. That's what happens. Okay. So then we come to migrations. Migration is the movement of people in and out of an area. Migration is another way by which population size changes. People may move within or between countries. Immigrant, people who leave a country. Emigrant, and immigrants, people who arrive in a country. Patterns of population change, rates of population growth varies across the world, although the world's total population is rising rapidly. Not all countries are experiencing this growth. Some countries like Kenya have high population growth rates. They had both birth rates and death rates. Now with improving healthcare and death rates have fallen, birth rates are still remain high, leading to high growth rates. Now the composition of population. To understand the role of people as a resource, we need to know about their qualities. People vary greatly in there is a variation of age, sex, literacy level, health condition, occupation, income level. Population composition refers to the structure of population. The composition helps us to know how many males or females, which group they belong to, how educated they are, what type of occupation they are employed in, what their income levels and health conditions are. An interesting way of studying the population composition of a study of a country is by looking at the population pyramid, which is also called an age-sex pyramid. A population pyramid shows the total population divided into various age groups from 5 to 9 years, 10 to 14 years. The percentage of the total population subdivided into males and females in each of those groups. How many dependents are there in the country? There are two groups of dependents, young dependents and early dependents. Elderly ones, skilled, spirited and hopeful young people endowed with a positive outlook are the future of any nation. We in India are fortunate to have such a resource. They must be educated and provided skills and opportunities to become able to be productive. This is mainly all about human resources. If I go back to that 166 part. Okay. Population growth and development, literacy, sex ratio depends. So you read this and do it, and we'll come back again with the disaster management. So when we come back to the disaster management, we'll be done with geography. Then we'll have only the judiciary, police and courts, marginalization and social justice, untouchability, government for the development. So there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters will be left. Okay. So see you. Bye bye. And take care of yourselves and please do the homeworks. Okay.